We'll start it again. Folks, thank you very much. This is Murphy with .com Secrets Providence. This is going to be a supplement to a post that I made on the 11th of July. So if you want to go back and see that post, you certainly can. I'll have the link in this video towards the end if you want to take a look at it as well. I thought it was pretty interesting because, as I had indicated, my client was approached last week by a national company out of South Carolina about local online marketing services and how they can benefit her business. And it's funny because when she told me that they approached her, I was a little nervous, and I'm like, okay, well, you and I have been talking for over a year, what's going on? But the reason why she called me was to let me know that she said she got it. She listened to the spiel, she listened to the sales pitch and what he had to offer, and she said she finally understood what I've been trying to tell her for the longest time. She just kind of needed to hear it from somebody else, and she understood it. Now, oddly enough, what she wanted me to do was actually she wanted me to listen to it as well. And I told her yes, but then I sat back, and when she set up the time, 7 o'clock at night, I had just spent all day online writing a couple of articles. And I said, okay, I'll go ahead and I'll listen to it. You know, what do I have to lose for the most part? And I'll tell you, I'm glad that I did listen because it helped me understand a couple of things. First of all, it gave me an idea as to what other companies out there are doing. And these are national. This is a national company, and they're offering local service on a nationwide basis. It also gave me some insight as to whether or not I was doing the right thing and whether or not I was on the right track. And the answer to that is yes. I have the right business. I have the right business model. We have the right price structure in place. And I think that we can compete with a national company for more than one reason. One, we're local. We're right around the corner. And if they need us for a reason, they're able to pick up the phone and to give us a call, and we can come down and see them. You know, obviously, we want to try to take care of everything as remotely as possible. We want to try to put as much as we can into systems, but we're available. We're available to our customers because we're right here. So that being said, I also wanted to take a look at what we did for my client. Now, again, my client's in the mortgage industry, which is one of the reasons why I kind of worked with her on pricing and on product and service. She only had so much money to spend, and so we had to really dedicate that money towards something that was going to work and give her as much exposure as possible, while laying the foundation for what it is that we want to do for her. And so what we did was we set up a lead generation website, and we set up her local listing with the 3 major local search engines and business directories. And obviously that would be Yahoo, Google Places, and Bing. And the only thing that we really left out were the local directories. And I'm sure you're familiar with the Yelps and the Urban Spoons and the city searches and the yellow pages and the white pages. We left those alone, and we just wanted to concentrate on the big boys because we had a limited budget that we could work with, and we needed to get the most that we could with the money that we had. The other thing that we didn't do with her was look at promotions, because the mortgage industry is very heavily regulated now. There are just certain things that you can't do. Back in the day, we used to be able to pay for someone's appraisal. We can't do that now. Advertising, marketing has to go through corporate, has to have your license on it. Everything is really, really regulated. So we were limited as to what we can do being a mortgage company. But we want to look at how we can get the phone to ring and how we can be a little bit more creative with her marketing. And so that's what we're going to look at now. But even if we were to buy the package that they were offering, we would have to strip it from the major components. They wanted to build a website for her. We already have one. They were going to get her on the 3 local search engines, Bing, Yahoo, and Google. She's already on them. And then they were going to put her on 70 of the other local directories. I don't think she needs 70 of them, but we can certainly put her on 40 of them without taking away what we've already developed. So what I want to do with you today is show you what we've already done for her, and how we're going to move forward in adding to her online presence. All right, so let me just go to the screen share right now, and let me come over here to this site. And actually where we want to be is here. So let me do that one more time. Okay, this is my Google page. Eddie Murphy works for .com Secrets Providence, where I went to school, where I live, how many people I have in my circle. This is my page. Now, because it's my business page, when I go to set up my clients' accounts, I set it up underneath this profile, so to speak. I'll show you what I mean. But in order to set up your Google Places, you have to have a Google account. One of the things that Google does is they do a lot of verification to make sure that these are real, legitimate businesses, real, legitimate places. So you do have to verify the account, and you verify that with an email address. So because I have my email address here, this is a verified account. You can put your picture there, which kind of lends it a little bit more credibility, and then certainly that picture will come throughout any posts that you do on your site. Okay, but now, as I said, in order to do your local directories, Google Local, Bing Local, Yahoo Local, you have to have an email address set up for each of those. You can use the same address, but you have to create an account for each one of those. Right? So this is my Google page, which has everything about me. If you click on this, it gives you my background, my work background, my education, and some other links to some of the other work that I do. Okay. If you click on posts, it'll give you my posts. If you click on photos, it'll give you my photos, so on and so forth. All right. What I'm going to do is show you the back office for Google Places. Okay. Back office for Google Places is going to be right here. This is where I have Maverick Funding, and this is where I have the back office for .com Secrets Providence. Now, as you can see, I decided to take both domains so that there was no mistake with regards to my name in this area. So I have DCS Providence and I have .com Secrets Providence. All right. As you can see, there's not a lot of traffic on those sites. Why? Because I don't have a lot of people going to those sites. Why? I can't get mad at the customers. They don't know what they don't know. They don't know to look for me, so I'm out there looking for them. Okay? My concern is driving traffic to my client, and that's what I want to do right now, right here under this particular account, and that's why we're talking about Maverick Funding. If you click on here to see her listing on Google, okay, this is her Google Places listing. It has her logo, so you can tell that it's optimized. It has her address. It has a little write-up about her. All right. It has her map. And then there's a link to the website and her phone number. So everything is here if anyone needs to reach out to her. Here's the badges as to the organizations that the company is affiliated with. Mortgage Bankers Association, Equal Housing Lender Opportunity. Mortgage Bankers Association, I think that's in New Jersey, where our home office is. Her home office is. Lendrite, excuse me, and then BBB for the Better Business Bureau. And again, in here, you want to make sure you have your hyperlinks. This is the link to the website. So if we open this link and we go to the website that we created for her, you can see that we created a lead generation website for her. Okay? That lead generation website helps her with real estate in this particular area. We decided to create this website in the Connecticut area. All right? And that's why we call it Connecticut Mortgage Center. But it's Maverick Funding, licensed in 30 states, But Lisa wanted to concentrate in Connecticut. So that's what we did. Call the action, register for a free mortgage consultation. It's a $150 value. Okay? And when they register for that, that lead will go to me because I'm managing the account for her. And then it'll automatically go to a customer management system that she has where she'll get the lead and then she can follow up on it with a phone call or email. And again, this is her website in the tab so that people can move about: home, about, Connecticut Mortgage Center, blog, and contact us. So everything is here. Okay? So again, you want to make sure you have your hyperlinks set up in here. You want to make sure you have your pictures set up in here. You want to make sure you have your hyperlink set up in here, your phone number and your address, and again, your picture. That's going to help give you the most optimization with regard to this website. Okay? That's your Google website. Now, we also have a Bing listing. Let's go ahead and look at that. Our Bing business listing. Let's see if we can find that. Let's type in Maverick Funding and see what we get with regards to search. We're not even going to put Maverick Funding Warwick. We're not going to put Maverick Funding Rhode Island. We're just going to put Maverick Funding. Because the system knows our URL, as you know, it knows where we are. So here's Maverick Funding. Now this is the corporate website. Not much we can do about beating that out. Okay, they got a lot more money than what Lisa's spending. So this is the corporate website. When we look, excuse me, further down, we see Maverick Funding near Rhode Island, Bing local, okay? 2 phone numbers and 2 websites. If we click on this one, open in a new tab, we find that this one is 300 Centerville Road, 102, which is where Lisa is, and this is Lisa's Bing local listing. We set this up for her. All right? Now, if we happen to close out of that and we go to the other listing, we're going to find also that that is Lisa at 102. We also set this up for her as a listing. Okay? And then when we look at the websites, I have it set up so that it goes to Maverick Funding, but then it goes to Lisa's website at Maverick Funding. And she has an application page that we send people to, so that when people go to the website, they can go ahead and fill in the application automatically. For some reason it didn't load. We close it out and go back into it. I don't know why it's not loading for some reason. Let me try not the hyperlink, but directly. All right, for some reason it's not loading, but it does go right to her website. And I'm looking down here so I can see at the bottom of the script where it goes. Well, let's see. Get myself all back up here. 300 Centerville Road. This was the directions. This was the Bing listing. Okay. So being in the back office of Bing, you're also to change. You're able to change things around with regards to the listing. So we have settings, history, and to go back. And again, the listing that they have for Maverick Funding. That's the corporate listing. Again, we're not going to be able to beat that, but we certainly do have the second spot, which gives us the address. Now I want to look a little bit further down This Maverick Funding right here is the corporate site. This is also a corporate site. But where is the other one that I set for her? We have another one around here that I want to look for, but I don't see it right now. We'll get back to it because I'm sure we'll find it. The last one that we're going to have is Yahoo. This is Yahoo's business listing. And this is where you would set up Yahoo's local as well. Okay, excuse me. All right, so Yahoo's listing, if we click on this, it's going to show us the Maverick Funding listing. Phone number that we put in there for Lisa, 300 Centerville Road, Suite 102. And then again, this is the website that we created for her. This is the lead generation website that allows her to start collecting this information so that she can follow up on her customers. We have this set up for the state of Connecticut. We are going to, we already have one set up for the state of Rhode Island. But what we're going to do now is we're going to work with the local listing to kind of localize it a little bit more. All right. Now, what I want to do to see how all this ties in, I want to simply go to a search. We go to Google search and type in Maverick Funding. Okay. Just in Google. We get the local that comes up at 300 Centerville Road with 102 as a suite number. Okay. That is our suite number. That is our ad showing up on the first page of Google locally. All right. The website that we created for Lisa is right here, Connecticut Mortgage Center. Maverick Funding, get the best mortgage rates in Connecticut with the toll-free number that we set up for her. And then we have the map. The other thing that we set up for Lisa was her LinkedIn account. So we have a LinkedIn account for her on the Maverick side. And then we also have a Google account for her on the Maverick side. Now we did this with just Maverick Funding. Okay. The other thing that we're going to want to take advantage of, and again, the reason for this video, is to show you the local listings, because this is the next thing that we're going to snatch up in this area, so that nobody, and we're going to lock it up so nobody else is going to have it. Oh, and by the way, we have, let's see, these are paid ads. Those are paid ads. We have the first two listings right here. Boom, boom. See them? We have the first two listings, Maverick Funding, Connecticut. All right, so now the other thing I want to do is I want to do Maverick Funding, Lisa. The reason I want to do this is because I have set this system up and I have set her internal systems up to be based on her name as well. So a lot of the posts that we do have her name on it. And here we go, Maverick Funding Corp, Direct Lender, Lisa. Maverick Funding. So if anyone wants to, when they see her website, when they see the ads that we're going to start running, if anyone wants to look her up to see if she's legitimate, all you got to do is type in Maverick Funding Lisa, or Lisa Maverick Funding, or Maverick Lisa. We have it set up all those different ways where they can find her to help her get credibility, so they'll pick up the phone and call her to get a mortgage. We've already set the groundwork. Now Lisa has a little bit of money, and now she's heard someone else talk about it. So now she really does see the value in the local marketing that we wanted to do for her. Okay, so again, first page, Maverick Funding Lisa, boom. So they can check on her credibility. There's Maverick Funding Lisa, there's Maverick Funding with testimonials. Here's Lisa with Maverick Funding with her Google page. Here's Lisa with the Maverick Funding video. Here's Lisa with the Maverick Funding Zoom info. That's got to be an industry product because we didn't set anything up for her on Zoom. Okay. Here's Lisa Childress with Active Rain, which is a real estate website. Here's Lisa Childress with her LinkedIn. Okay. So we have all that set up for her. Now, if we just go back and just do Maverick Funding, then the local websites are going to show up, and those are the ones that we want to take advantage of. Superpages.com. Let's take a look at this. Yellowpages.com. Let's take a look at this. Yellowbot.com. Let's take a look at this. So back up to the top and see what we have. See who's dominating that space for Superpages, Yellow Pages, and Yellowbot. First result, Superpages. Maverick Funding. 300 Centerville Road, Suite 102. We have an office at Suite on the second floor as well. That's Suite 204. So Maverick Funding again, they decided to put in that here. We put in that here. I think they're paying for theirs, to be honest with you. No, they're not, because this means sponsored with the asterisk, and neither one of us. No, this one is sponsored. But I didn't pay anything. Interesting. Let me see. Let me go open this one up. See whose ad this is, see whose website this is. This might be corporate. Yeah, this might be corporate. The corporate's paying for it. They don't know that it's free. Or maybe they just didn't do the work. Maverick Funding Corporate. Yeah. Yeah, that's not Lisa's website. We want everything to go to Lisa's website. So let's close this down because we know what that is. Yellow Pages, we want to own that. Right now, corporate owns it. We're going to get it. Here's another Maverick Funding. Where does this one go? .300 Centerville Road, Mortgage Loans, Warwick. Let's see whose website this is. Mortgage Loans, Warwick. And this is some of the work that we do serving Rhode Island. This looks like a corporate site as well. This is corporate as well. As far as I'm concerned, contact us. As long as it's not going to a particular loan officer in Maverick Funding. Now, I'll play fair. I'm all for playing fair, but no one else is doing what we're doing. No one else is offering what we're offering. So we want Lisa to be able to take advantage of this market in a big way. We wanted to dominate the market. So as long as corporate is throwing this money out, we'll take advantage of that as well. Because when someone sees this Maverick Funding and they see this big corporate website, they're going to still do their research. They're going to still find out what's going on. And when they type in, let's try it right now and see what we get. When they type in Maverick Funding Warwick, let's see if Lisa comes up at all. I don't know. Loan Programs, Maverick Funding, that's the corporate website. Okay. Further down. Fourth one down. 1, 2, 3, 4. The fifth one down. Here's Lisa right here with all the information. Boom. She's got the address, the map there. She's got the phone number right there. She's got the website right there. When you click on the website, you see this nice, bright, beautiful website with a beautiful smile and an opportunity to get $150 value with your mortgage review. That's what we're trying to do with regards to driving traffic. All right. So, with regards to this particular site, Superpages we looked at, Yellow Pages. Did we look at Yellow Pages? No. Let's go back to Yellow Pages. Superpages we've already seen. Yellow Pages, Maverick Funding, 250 Centerville Road. That's the old location for Maverick Funding. This is the one that's now upstairs from us. This is their old location, so they have not updated this. Again, when we get in here, we're going to own all of this real estate. We're going to own Yellow Pages. We're going to own White Pages. We're going to own Super Pages. We're going to own, what else do we have here that we're going to own? We already got LinkedIn. Yellow Pages I already mentioned. Let me go to page 2. I'm going to tell you what we're going to own. We're going to own all the local sites. Facebook. I know Lisa's already got one up there, but we're not doing a lot with it just yet. We're going to get on. We're going to own the first 2 pages of Google. That's our goal. Yellowbot, Smart Tan, nothing to do with us. I don't know why it's there, but when we do Lisa's background work, we'll be able to, one of the things that we are going to be doing is verifying and then deleting what doesn't belong to us or to her. So Yellowbot will not show up with regards to Maverick funding. It'll be gone. Get back and wrap this up with regards to your local business directory. We covered quite a bit in the last 30-40 minutes. And what I want to do is just, like I said, just wrap things up with regards to local search. Now, what I really want to do is kind of concentrate on the local search engines themselves. We're familiar with our Google Places dashboard that we went through with you. This is where we run and control the ads, and we'll run and control the posts with regards to the business directory. So here's your Maverick Funding, and here's .com Secrets Providence. Here's your dashboard. Now when you come over here, you have offers. So there's the opportunity for you to put together coupons. Okay, you can create your offers, create your ad, and you can manage your coupons with regards to Google. And those coupons will show up right on the Google page, believe it or not. So you do have an opportunity to do Googles. You can track, do coupons. You can track those coupons through Google so that you can see what's being redeemed and what's not being redeemed. We go another way with regards to that because we're trying to build a mailing list. So we're sending everyone to a landing page. That was the idea with regard to the website, the lead capture, and the call to action. So we're going a different way with it. We're still offering discounts when we can legally. Again, this is the mortgage industry. But we are kind of limited with regards to what we can do with offers. Okay. But what I want to do right now real quick is just go through the local search engines and show you what we come up with regards to the different listings, because each search engine is going to have a different result with regards to that search. So the first thing we have is Google. I'm going to close this out, we know what we're looking for, and close this out. With Google, we are going to type in Maverick Funding. Okay, we're not going to get specific with a name. We just want to type in Maverick Funding. So if someone sees Maverick Funding and they type it in, they want to do some research and find out if it's a legitimate company, get some more information on the company, this is what they're going to find when they're in Google and they type in Maverick Funding. Now, as far as we're concerned, as a company, .com Secrets Providence, in trying to get Lisa as much visibility on the internet as possible, we obviously want to own as much real estate as we can. We don't have the same deep pockets that corporate has, so we're not going to be able to spend any kind of money or do what they're doing with regards to getting the first ranking here. Okay, but it's a corporate website. And it doesn't go to a specific loan officer within the corporation. So again, it's just a general lead. What our concern is, 4 steps down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps down, is Lisa's website. That's the one that we created for her. That's the one that's concentrating in the Connecticut area. Okay, we do have one for Warwick, and we're going to be working on that very soon. But the reason why we didn't do too much with that is because we were, again, laying the groundwork, laying the foundation. So when we got ready to implement local search directories, such as your Yellow Pages, your Urban Spoon, your Manta, your City Search, then that foundation will be laid already. Okay. But again, with regard to Google, first page is search. That's our concentration right now. We're the 5th line down. We do have this as our map with regards to Maverick, because again, it's 102. So we put that in there both for Google, for Yahoo, and for Bing. So I know that we control this part of the real estate right here. Go further down. Again, it's just validation for us. Maverick Funding is registered with the Better Business Bureau. That's our wholesale line. LinkedIn, this might be corporate. Let's just take a look at it real quick. It might be the corporate LinkedIn. It might be Lisa's. That's the corporate LinkedIn. Okay. Again, just leads credibility to Maverick Funding as a company. When you see further down Yellow Pages, we want to own this. Let's go to page 2 just to see what's there. since we're here. This is a branch they're hiring. This is Facebook, Precipity, so that's the corporate Facebook. Business Finder, Precipity, again, that's corporate. Twitter, that looks like that's going to be corporate. So pretty much everything on the second page is corporate. Nice to know that we are on the first page with corporate. I'm here, so I just want to go to the third page real quick. Yelp, we're going to own that when we set up our local directory. Merchant Circle, we're going to own that when we set up our local directory. Manta, we're going to own that when we set up our local directory. So we'll do a follow-up to this, and we'll let you see where we are. But as you can see right now with these particular ones, this Precipity, New Jersey, so that's corporate that owns that. Let's just take a look at it real quick. But I'm pretty sure that's going to be corporate that owns it. Maverick Funding opens another branch in Precipity. Yeah, that's corporate. We're going to be able to get it on a local level, but right now corporate owns it. They're the one that's doing the research. They're the one that's doing the post. Or they're the one that's able to manipulate and to own that real estate. We are going to own it as soon as we do her local listing. And again, we'll do another video to show you where we are with regards to those results. Okay, so that's your Google search. Let's go to Bing, because some people do use Bing to do their search. Let's go to bing.com. All right, here's Bing, and let's type in Maverick Funding. Okay, again, we have the corporate site. The corporate site does have a contact us, rate tracker, customer testimonial, helpful calculator, refinance, and about us. Then they have their wholesale. This is us right here with the local. Let's see, what else do we have? This is corporate. This is corporate. This is corporate. This is corporate. All these are corporate. All right. Let's see what we have out of this. Let's look at testimonials. Well, because we have the most testimonials in the company, I happen to know that these are Lisa's customers. And in most of her testimonials, again, when we have them write it, we have them include her name. I don't see her name in this particular one. But when we go down to Yazdan, her name's not in that one either. There's Lisa and Dwayne. There's Lisa and Dwayne. There's Lisa. What else do we have? So again, part of what you do with regards to having people write your reviews is make sure that they add your name. That's going to be very, very important. Because again, that's going to help with when Google does, when the bots search the internet for different keywords. Your name can be a keyword. Maverick Funding can be a keyword. Refinance can be a keyword. Interest rate can be a keyword. It's going to look for all of that based on your search. It's going to find what it's looking for. And if your name is there, you're going to be able to take advantage of that. Okay? So this is Maverick Funding with Bing. What I want to do is I want to go to Bing Local. And yes, they do have a Bing Local. This is their Bing Local business listing. Bing Places. Search for businesses, events, and coupons. Let's go ahead and do that. And someone playing off of Bing's name. That is not what we're looking for. Let's go Bing Business. I want to keep this here, which is why I opened up another tab. All right, so we got Bing Places for Business. And let's get that opened. All right, here we are, Bing Places for Business. because we're already signed in, I guess it already has our account number right here. If we were to get started, it would take us to our account right here so that we can edit it or delete it if we wish. If we want to add another business, we can add another business. Now, by adding that other business, that would be under .com Secrets Providence, because I'm managing this account for Lisa. So if I add another business, for example, if I want to do a dentist and I want to set up a dentist being local business listing, I can add it here as another business. Okay? So that would be add a business, and this would be add multiple businesses. So if your dentist had several offices, this you would be able to do here. Maverick Funding had several offices, this you'd be able to do here. I'm only managing one office, so that's the only one that we're going to be wiring ourselves with right now. All right. Click back on Bing. That's going to take us here. Take us back here. What we want to do is go to the Bing search. Bing.com. And I think they actually have a Bing.com backspace local. Sometimes it's good to keep these links so that when you go to look for them, you can find them. And I do a lot of that. Let me just show you real quick. I do a lot of that with the work that I do regarding my research. All right, let's reload this. For some reason, Bing.com local could not be found. It may not be a legitimate site. Maybe I was just making it up. And so at least you know things are real here. Real time. We do have a couple of glitches from time to time. Let's go back up here. Bing Business. Also try Bing Business Portal, Google Local, Yahoo Local. You know what? We're going to open up all three of those because that's what we're looking for. We are looking for the local listing, the local business. Let's leave this right now. Let's go to Bing Business Portal. Let's see what we can find out here. Any listing, any information, anything that we can get with regards to real estate on the internet, we want to take. If it's free, if we can grab it and it's free, we want it. And because I'm in the account, that could be, that could be why it. Let me just do this real quick. Let me log out and then see what it'll do for me when I go to the business portal. See, now this lets you set up your business, which is not what I'm looking to do. Google Local. Maverick Funding. Centerville Road, Connecticut is our website. 8 results from Maverick Funding. We're on the map. Boom. That's your Google Local. Yahoo Local. I'm looking for, possibly. Maverick Funding. I don't think it's themes. No, welcome to your page. That's not what I'm looking for. I want business. Yahoo Local. Find business and services near you. This is how you do the research, time consuming as it may be. You got to do it. You You got to find out what your client has, what your client doesn't have. This is Yahoo Local. Again, we showed you this, but we wanted to go into each particular search engine so that you can see exactly what people are going to see. Again, we own the first spot. Connecticut is our website, and then corporate is down here. We just click on Yahoo right here. It's going to take us here. Let's do a search here. And again, it takes us right back to where we need to be. So we know that if anyone's on Yahoo doing a search, they're going to find it. If anyone's on Bing doing a search, they're going to find us. And then they correct your spelling if you get it wrong. Beautiful thing, isn't it? Okay? So they're going to find us. And that's the goal. The goal is for us to get found. So that's your, and that's your Google. It's your Google Maps. Okay. Now the last thing I want to do is show you the listing as it will appear on searches. And this is something that you might want to do just so that you can keep track of everything that's going on. For our niche mortgage industry, Lisa and Maverick, Google places dashboard. This is the dashboard. This will take you to where I showed you for dashboard and coupons. Okay. Yahoo Local, we already saw what that took us. Bing Business, we saw where that took us. Google Plus, we saw where that took us. This is Lisa's Google Plus account, which is doing some funny things on this screen, so I'm going to say, I don't want to mess with anything. Do it this way. I click on here, so this way it'll show up on that profile. And then I'm going to open up Google Plus, Google Places, Bing, Yahoo, Connecticut, and Warwick. All right, let me show you what I did. I opened up all the websites. This is the one that we're going to be working on very, very soon. Warwick Mortgage Refinance, Maverick Funding Corporation. You set it up. We have a squeeze page in here. I want people to get some information on this particular product or service. We have this link here already in place. So if you click on it, that'll take you to her website at Maverick Funding where you can fill out an application. This was set up back in 12 and we hadn't really done anything with it. So we need to start writing articles. We need to make sure those articles are keyword specific. It's already set up to share. Close this out. It's already set up to share with Facebook, Tweet, G+. Okay, like I said, we do have a couple articles. We put a couple articles in just to get things going. But this is what we're going to be building in the next 2 months, along with the local directory that we're looking at. So we're going to get it set up in 40 local directories. We already have 2 videos produced for it, but Warwick Mortgage is going to be the more specific one because that's going to be the more direct or more local, here where she is, and we'll let Warwick worry about itself. Okay, so this is the one we're going to be working on soon. You hear a lot more about that real soon. This is the one that we already have up in Connecticut, and all we need to do really is just tweak a couple of things because this is already paid for itself and it's doing very well all by itself. This is our Yahoo listing. Again, Connecticut Mortgage. It'll take us back to this website. Okay, there's our phone number, there's our address. All right, and here's a little write-up with regards to the company. We've added a photo there, so we know that we've optimized this website. We know that it's already on. And here's a little secret too. If you want to start building your reviews up, if you want to start tying this to social media, get your customers into an autoresponder. Once you get them into an autoresponder, you can email them on a regular basis updates, new mortgage or loan programs, whatever your product or service might be, but you can touch base with them with regards to updates. What we're also doing, though, is sending out emails asking them to go to Yahoo and write a review, asking them to go to Facebook and write a review, asking them to go to our website and do a testimonial. So what we're doing is we're directing people right to our social media websites to help us build ranking on the internet. Okay? Bing. Here's your Bing listing. Now again, as you can see, Bing up here, Yahoo local shows up. We want to own that. Keep in mind that your local directories are going to get sometimes better ranking than your website, because the local directories certainly have a little bit more authority than your primary website, unless you're dumping a lot of money into the website with regards to pay-per-click, and unless you have a lot of articles and a lot of different pages, which helps your ranking. But for the most part, if you don't have that kind of money, if you don't have those kind of services in place, anytime you can get a Yahoo local, anytime you can get a Manta or a City Search or a Yellow Pages or a White Pages or Judy's Book or anything like that, you want to take advantage of any local directory. Okay? So again, if you're in Bing and you type it in Maverick Funding Warwick comes up right here. And let me just double check something here. This Maverick Funding Warwick is, I believe, corporate. Nope, that's ours. So that's a good thing. That's what we want. That's the Yahoo. That's our Yahoo listing. All right. When you go to Maverick Bing, that's ours too. Centerville Road, website's going to take them to Connecticut. You can't see it in the bottom. Down here on the bottom, it does say Connecticut, so I know it goes to Connecticut, and that's where it's going to go. There you go. Okay, so it takes you to Connecticut. All right, so that is your Bing search. When you do a search in Bing for Maverick Funding, we're going to take the first 2 spots. Lisa has the first 2 spots. Okay, and the last one is Google. This is our Google Places. As I said to you before, you definitely want to take advantage of this. You want to have your picture in there optimized. You want to have your hyperlink in there to your website. Make sure you have your phone number tied in there. Your map is set up. It's automatically in there. And then you want to make sure that you have the correct phone numbers so that folks can reach you, and certainly some information about you and or the business. Okay, so those are your 3 local directories. It's Google, and your business listing with Google, Bing, and your business listing with Bing. Okay, they have your map, they have your pictures, they have your hours. Yahoo, and your business listing with Yahoo, they have your pictures, they have your map, they have right up on the business, they have linked to your website. Website's already set up. All we need to do is to write some more articles that are going to be, keyword rich, so that again we can claim ourselves with regards to ranking on the websites, on the internet. And Warwick is the one that we're going to be working on. So this is the one you're going to be hearing a lot more about. This is the one that's going to be tied to the local campaign that we're about to do. And again, we do want to do a follow-up with regards to that, so that we can see how fast her rankings climb and how much real estate she can actually own. Okay? And just for the record, today is Saturday, July 13th. So we're probably going to implement this next week, if not the week after. Okay? So again, I'm glad that you had time to stay with me. I'm glad that we went through this setup with regards to your local directory. Whether you want to set up just a local directory through the 3 search engines, or whether you want to take advantage of the entire local business directory setup, the .com Secrets Providence can certainly help you with that. If you want to sit down and do a consultation first and find out which way is the best way for you to go, we can help you with that as well. If you're limited on a budget, as my client is here, we can put certain things in place. We can lay the foundation for other things. And this way, when your lead source gets better, when your money gets better, when business picks up, then we can look at adding some of these other services to help you increase your business that way as well. So again, if there's anything we can do for you, please give us a call, 401-595-1221. Go to our website, .comsecretsprovidence.com. And if you enjoyed this video, if it was informative, please like it and share it. Thank you again. Have a great day.